Hello, this is Susan Hernandez. Discussion 10, Professional Oral Presentation, EN 3050, Technical Communications Course, Dr. Butler, National American University, on February 9, 2019. Purpose of my proposal: to serve women with data of incels and other misogynist cults so that we are aware to protect ourselves and each other. To globally provide information about involuntarily and voluntarily celibates, to inform people to be alert for their female loved ones within their own families, to thwart incels criminality with preventive techniques, to dissolving abnormal cults, namely incels, manospheres such as bull cells, pickup artists, men's right activists, and Reddit cults. Purpose of my proposal continued: freezing all incel forums and online accounts largely accountable for all the havoc they have created. Interrupt incels' brute plans before more St. Eliot fanatics assist the cults into gaining force. Ending worldwide femicide one day at a time by allowing women to live their most fabulous lives and not passing ridiculous sexist teachings from one generation to the next. Examples of discrimination and woman-hating remarks, such as women should not laugh, pregnant women should not go out, a working female is preparing for prostitution, a girl's body should be covered up, otherwise it's an invitation for boys to harass her. Says who? Who says such evil things? Such remarks for the footing of femicide. The truths that disprove the aforementioned myths. Women too deserve to be happy. Pregnant women are at a stage they will experience the most joy in their lives. Mommies are entitled to live their lives. A working female is preparing herself for the future to live her best life. A girl can dress trendy like a fashionista without having to be covered up from head to toe. Boys are to be taught self-respect by teaching them since they are a youth to be respectful of girls. When women-hating remarks are abolished, women will be able to breathe. Intended audience of my proposal: to capture the female population to promote self-awareness and practices of preventing any more tragedy with conflictive, to locate the world so that everyone does their part, because we all have aunts, daughters, female friends, grandmothers, mothers, sisters, someone of the female gender that we know and can defend. Primary research methods. Primary research method used is surveying some global statistics in femicide, along with how to prevent femicide. Primary and secondary research findings. In 2010, 80 women were murdered in Canada. From 2005 to 2011, 4,190 women were murdered in Istanbul. About 1,300 women were murdered by men in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. A calculation of women murders linked to partner killings was collected from various countries. The highest was in Southeast Asia with 58 to 8, or 582,538. High-income countries, 445. The Americas, 548. Africa, 417. Primary and secondary research findings continued. Commonness decreased in the Western Pacific region with 213, the low class and middle class European region with 378 deaths of women, and the Mediterranean region 236. There are so many violent events against women, I could not fit them all into one graph. Additional facts about violence against women. 4 out of 10 women are exposed to violence. 89% of women don't know where to consult if they are faced with a violent incident, and thus they do not consult anywhere to receive support or file a report. From 2005 to 2011, 3,074 women were raped. Fear manifests itself as an act to display male dominance and oppression, which ends in femicide. 1 in 3 women universally will undergo physical, sexual, or psychological assault during their lifetime. The term anti-woman terror is used from time to time. Feminicide fomenting factors. Feminicide escalates by factors such as the continuation and tenacity of a patriarchal system, patrilinearity, greed for sons, sexist outlooks, not exercising females' rights policies in a universal scope as compulsory pervasiveness of chauvinistic state policies, justice lacking attestation, social and cultural taboos, as well as religious networks, etc. In this following slide, you may appreciate trivial information. Femcells are the mirror graphic image of incels. Femcells are females who are angry they don't find a durable relationship. Incels are frustrated they don't have coitus. Certain Reddit cults like our femcells and our true femcells are occupied by males pretending to be females. Here is some more trivial data. There are 2 kinds of femcells. The females that don't get married because no one wants to marry her, but she does have coitus, and the dateless, kissless, virgin femcells. Analogous to incels, femcells have their intrinsic culture with terms like mascoids for males and many intricate provisions about men rejecting women due to their looks. Incels accuse feminists of ruining their normal man chances. That is an oxymoron within itself. How can femicide be prevented? Cost European collaboration in the field of scientific technical research administered a femicide across Europe cost action program in Rome from 2013 through 2017. There are working teams in 4 different facets. 1, definition group. This group evaluates concepts as woman murder, intimate partner feminicide, gender-based violence, and investigating the theoretical confusion. 2, reporting team. 3, working team on intimate partner feminicide and honor-based killings. 4, prevention. What should be done against femicide is a profound everyday task. As an example, grants of rights. Women's benefiting of legal rights, the right to liberty, education, capital, health, possession, and such. Usability of rights. Social perception demanded for women to utilize their rights and impart conducive economical conditions. How can femicide be prevented? continued. We, in order to live, humanly required to participate in determinations concerning our lives. We thrive with techniques, women policies, and courses of action, thereby working in women-oriented organizations. We herald to the world that the government does not satisfy its responsibilities in the femicide struggle. We clamor that crisis centers for sexual violence in every city must be opened. We take a stand and fight against human rights violations of the LGBT community and the LGBT murders. We command that a specialization commission about femicide should be developed and expected to work together with women coalitions. We are not destined to femicide. It will be prevented. In closing, thank you for allowing me to share my project proposal topic, all about incels, why do cults of men hate women. This is my reference page and last slide, and it presents the 6 references I used in the quest for research to compose my project. Thank you.